Hop là, ok, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Alors, tac. Le jeu est actuellement en mise à jour, en réparation. Du coup. Je vais aller voir s'il n'y a pas eu des petites nouveautés. En même temps plus grand. Hop. Je suis en caps lock. Non, c'est pas ça. Là. Genshin Impact. Ok. Si je mets Genshin. Je vais couper la musique. Hop, je vais mettre PS, voir si le son est assez fort.
Ready to hunt some witches.
Un chic à marteau.
I can make a big bang if you want. I'm not giving up. Gotcha! Nowhere to run! Blazing delight! Ring-a-ling! Sparks and flash! You're done! Hammer time!
Ok.
Treasure hunts are for kids.
Et il y a celui de Nicole aussi.
Mr. Nine, I came up with a fantastic idea for a new novel during the latest tea party.
Again.
This one's gonna be about an ordinary girl who becomes a hero. With courage and a dream, our heroine embarks on a quest to defeat the Demon King, returning triumphant to roaring celebrations.
Are you sure I can beat this guy? Looks like we need to give her some backup.
Of course. How about a small but mighty warrior? A mage who wields the elements. And a healer to provide some much-needed support. A quest wouldn't be complete without a cast of compelling characters, after all.
No, this doesn't sound half bad.
Right? Fate leads our brave heroes to cross paths and unite against their common foe. One brave choice, and a legend that will resonate across the ages is born. If needed, I will also be there to guide their path. Let every heart's wish be met.
Okay, but what about the Demon King's motive? He can't just destroy the world for no reason.
Oh, that's for you to figure out.
Hey, this was your idea!
Ok. Bon, attention, je démarre le jeu. J'espère que ça va pas crash. Des fois, quand je lance Genshin, OBS crash. Pour des raisons obscures. Bon, ça a l'air d'aller pour l'instant. On va pas se réagir trop vite. Ok. Oh, j'ai des VOD à programmer aussi, faut que je prenne le temps de faire ça. Nicole, elle joue dans quel team? Parce qu'elle me paraît quand même assez forte. J'ai mal écrit Google. Nicole... Genshin Impact... Build. Regardez sur Game 8. Ils sont vite à jour. Blabla, blablabla, blablabla, blablabla. J'avais l'impression d'entendre grésiller. C'est un peu de mon casque.
Phew, that should be everything. You two, stop by my
Oh
lodge
merde,
if
je
you
suis sur le
have the
jeu.
time. I'll put the kettle on, and we can have some tea. You don't need me to show you the way again, do you?
Whoa! It's Nicole's voice! Did she redecorate her home or something? Let's go take a look.
Oh, il a des points d'exclamation. Du coup, j'étais en train de regarder. Team Varka. Benefit a lot from her shield and buff synth. All them scale of attack with notable motion to finish. Including counters the innate disadvantage of self-damage during each burning rotation. Parce que là, je vois main DPS, Mavwika, Varessa. Une team Overload avec Nicole. Je vais regarder Varessa ce qu'il propose comme build. Parce que là, Nicole serait plus à la place de Mavwika. Varessa, Furina, Shilonen. Ah, c'est vrai, il y a Chevreuse aussi à la base. En plus, je peux le mettre à la place de Chevreuse, Nicole. Je fais Varessa, Mavwika. Nicole, Janssen. C'est bien, non? En vrai. Bon, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Ça m'énerve. Dans mon sac à dos. Il y a ça. Elles sont pas là, c'est qu'elles puent du cul. Hop. Ah shit. Oh, il y a Navia. Je vais le faire pour Navia. Vœux. Donc les armes. J'ai de quoi faire 10 poules? Non. Ah oui, il y a les drops d'activer. Regardez, vous avez valu un drop. Ok, merci. Tale of Fortuna. Bah il me reste plus grand monde. On va prendre 10 Luc, hein, mais c'est 2. Donc ça c'est une quête qui donne un donjon de la conquête. Un deuxième donjon avec d'autres. Je crois le téléphone en bas qui sonne. On va aller essayer Nicole déjà. Ouais, on va voir en jouant.
I think not. Heaven's will made mine.
Enhanced animal module.
Decay! New life! Leave it to me!
I live within you.
Charge! Burn! Off the ante!
Ah ouais, par cas c'est fort quand même.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Stand clear.
Oh,
Decay! New life!
Such defiance. Heaven's
la voix de sucrose a changé. Mhm.
Jumpy dumpy go. Mercy, wow.
Witness my great undertaking!
Let's light it up. I'm going.
The story has only just begun! Thunder! Moments of birth! Live! Ha! Element for the earth!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Wow. Boing, boing.
Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth!
Let's light it up.
Get back! The abyss's burning shadow!
Ils sont tous bien les persos, ça me saoule. Est un perso de soutien à Nemo qui accorde des bonus de dégâts à ses coéquipiers. Ok, donc ça joue avec par cas.
I'm going in.
Element for the earth! Up the ante!
J'aimerais bien l'avoir la petite prune, elle est sympa. Je la jouerai probablement jamais. C'est juste pour avoir tous les 4 étoiles. Ouais. qu'il y a ça. J'en ai rien à foutre de ça. J'aimerais bien le désactiver. Je peux faire des vœux. Oh, sérieusement? Putain, j'ai eu une arme de merde. Je suis dégoûté. Même Fischl Razor, j'ai passé 6. Hein. Donc, J. Bon, on va commencer ça. C'est quoi ça? Ah d'accord. Ah. Ok, c'est bon. Là, j'ai des récompenses là-bas. Ok, nouvelle écho peinturée, on ira voir. Récompense d'expédition, j'étais devant, j'aurais pu aller le chercher. Comme ça fait moins de trucs à l'écran.
Add Astra at
Bonjour Catherine.
Ah, traveler, Paimon. It's been a while. As it happens, there is a letter here for you. One moment.
A letter? From who? Dear Diary, I'm Kale. I work as a trainee forest ranger under my master, Tainari. I'm also studying at the academia. I've been getting better and better at reading lately. Mr. Al-Haytham says that the written word is a crucial medium for exploring the world and understanding oneself. That said, what should I write about? Things are pretty quiet in Sumeria these days. Life is good. Every day is a fulfilling and happy one. When I think back to the days when I suffered from Elazar, or way back to when I was injected with God remains, I'm in a much better place now. I hope it stays that way forever. I'll leave it there for now. Master said he'll take me shopping in Sumeru City today, which is great, because I've been meaning to visit the toy seller at the Grand Bazaar for a while now.
Kale, time to go.
Yes, Master! Huh?
C'était tous.
What's wrong, Kale? Is there something on my face?
No, sorry. I didn't mean to stare. Did Master Tainari send you to pick me up?
Master Tainari? What are you talking about? Tainari is the General Mahamatra. He's probably busy arresting criminals in Sumeru City. I mean, if that's what floats your boat, I can introduce...
Wait, Master Tainari is the General Mahamatra?
Sorry? Oh, you mean that guy who just joined the Vahumana Darshan? Rumor has it he's the leader of the Temple of Silence. If that's true, it's pretty impressive. Sounds like you've been getting to know more and more people since you joined the academia. That's great, but don't let your forest ranger duties fall by the wayside, okay?
What's going on? Sethos is acting like he's my master. And Master Tainari has taken over If so, it's a weird choice of prank. But anyway, Sethos doesn't look like he...
Hey, you're zoning out again. I'm gonna buy some tools for the rangers. Why don't you stretch your legs a bit?
Wait! He's right. It has been a while since I last visited Sumeru City. Is this really Sumeru City?
Hey, did you see who just walked by? I think she... Would you like some fruit? It takes
How will I
courage
ever
to
save
maintain...
enough money to buy it?
Voilà, bella.
I heard that Sage does...
Ah, 4 étoiles. Il y a KV là.
Lord Kabe Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any feedback?
You mean the version you sent over a few days ago? Yeah, I took a look when I received it. I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month. Their earnings are very
Lui qui
slim.
avait jamais une thune et il a pris la place de Dory.
Are you
Ah, bien voir Dory à
suggesting that we
sexe.
give up some of
Faites-moi.
our profits for them?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't want also about that designer you hired. I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now, but he just doesn't seem to... Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student, and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzare. Seems like a much safer choice, hmm? Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Kave?
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along the last time I went for drinks. What brings you to the city, Kale? Is your master here?
No, this is all wrong! Why is Mr. Kave saying that? This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who still remembers the truth.
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange. What's
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
Mais tu n'es pas Catherine, toi. Pagnezard.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Hacheron.
Students are under so much pressure these
Oh, Dia et Layla.
Lots of visitors today, I see. Welcome all.
Hey, Rahman. You know that guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in a while.
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with...
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The legendary Flame Mane discussing makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer. Now there's something you don't see every day.
Flame Mane? You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer title to be completely honest. I think the title would fit you better than...
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the
You would?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've adored the...
Really? Hey, when that...
Ils ont tous les deux inversé leur rôle.
If the day comes, I'd be honored.
Bon, il n'y a qu'une personne qui a pas pu changer de place, c'est Naito.
All a jumbled mess.
Hi, Mr. Sino.
There's a chapter in King of Invocations. I was just thinking how...
Huh?
I don't know.
The question is, who's right? Them or me? My head feels so heavy. I can't think straight.
All right, not a single Mora short. That covers you for this month's rent.
What a relief. I was worried the design fees I received this...
Well, next time, don't fret. Just let me know and I'll give you a few days' grace. We've known each other long enough for that. Anyway...
Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel more But what about you? I keep hearing you...
Well, it's just... Don't you think this house is a little... I guess I should be used to it after living here for so many years. But for some reason, I've been feeling claustrophobic recently. Once I've made enough Mora, I'm gonna buy a huge new house. As big as...
that...
True. I'll never be able to afford it on a scribe's salary alone. I need to find another
C'est
way.
Aleitam.
Mahamatra Tainari, we've apprehended the suspect.
They say that the fool is prone to blind faith. Siraj, do you have anything to say in your...
Tainari, you were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of caution from you, and now you're trying to stop me.
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to you. Karina, Ilias.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda... What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. My...
No, Master! It's me! Kale! Listen to me! Something really weird is going on and you're not the General Mahamatra! You're a Forest Watcher! Just yesterday we agreed to come to Sumeru City today.
All right, there's no rush. Let's back up. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is there any...
No. Master!
What is it?
Huh?
Did you have another nightmare? I've told you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Poor posture obstructs your breathing, which can lead to all sorts of weird dreams. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Cheer up. I'll take you to Hushang's. I heard he's got some new toys in stock. Go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and when you're ready, we'll head out.
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon... That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, and just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your two traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. I'd write, time is short. A storm is coming from beyond.
C'est Nicole qui la prévient. Mais je vais le fumer d'autant là, il me casse les couilles. Déjà je le déteste et en plus je dois le battre 2 fois.
What a strange situation. No wonder Kale was into... Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is...
C'est comme si j'étais dans un donjon.
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness. I'm so glad you made it.
Of course! We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City?
Looks... Yeah. I was just gonna say, after I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering
The entire population of...
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Ashavan Realm, and our... Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily
Holy smokes!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous. They've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter Beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dori's Sumpter Beast Park. The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a dream, but a... After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the events seen in the... please keep that to yourself. We don't want to cause widespread panic. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but there haven't been any major incidents.
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go visit her in the Sanctuary of Surasthana when you arrive. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tighnari? Kale? You got a minute? I need a hand.
One moment, I'll be right there. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. There's a lot to be done, and they need all the help they can get. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant. Thank you for coming in our time of need.
Excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old man find his medicine?
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Don't worry. It'll be okay.
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store them.
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. No petty thief gets past...
We should go help the
I'm so glad that you believed me and came all this way to help. It means...
Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as we stick together. Goodbye. Look out.
Will do. See ya.
Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale, but let's head to the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
T'es qui toi?
Who goes there? No unauthorized access to this place. By order of Mahamatra Sino.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our...
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds at ease. Please, enter. I'm sure...
Il y a Saino, il y a Alitam. Ils font partie des 6 sages. Il y a Nomade qui veille sur elle.
Traveler, Paimon, you made it.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you are just what we need right now.
Oh, it's good to see everyone again. Kale gave us a rough idea of what's going on, but we still have a lot of questions. dangerous Sumeru City Ann exactly? And how come everyone has to move to
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but no definitive answers yet.
I take it that Kale told you about her strange dream?
Yeah. Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird. Even you guys.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with Irminsul.
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be—
We don't know why Kale would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines. The tree serves as a central hub where the ley lines converge, but something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance of this core. Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley lines' flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with existing records thrown into disarray.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning. There's no telling what other—
I have come this far, to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over.
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memory. And for God, even for a god—
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue with the tree itself takes a toll on her to begin with. On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing all, and despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength to investigate the Irminsul situation from within.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul having been attacked from the outside.
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines. If Irminsul
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Corps of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru through Beta Harbor. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind all this? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are.
Dendro Archon.
Nahida!
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy—
Looks like it's time to move to the backup plan.
What's the backup?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon with us. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes wrong.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But theoretically, this connection should grow weaker with distance. Under normal circumstances, she can unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of control, our first priority is to get her away from here.
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement?
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Corps of 30 know to start.
Let's go. No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is...
The last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendro Archon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma, we've lost our mean, and with Irminsul still deteriorating.
Stop moaning, Cyrus.
Le voyageur, il a un lien
We're
avec
the
l'armation, on est
teachers
déjà
here.
entré dedans.
We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. The Irminsul situation will not harm you. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't want to keep our client waiting, do we?
No, sir. You have my word. Everything will be complete.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods. But we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not...
How is the Dendro Archon?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but it hasn't had much. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the rapid depletion of her power. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will...
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a critically low level.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality.
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first.
Master Tainari and Sino look so serious.
Tainari.
Oh, c'est eux les six sages.
Master Nephis, sages.
Tainari, haven't seen you in ages. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladuri.
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus? I thought he'd be with you.
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go? I'll look for him later.
Would someone mind introducing us?
Ah yes, of course. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy and save Sumeru. These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell from power. We have Sage Elkindi of the Spontamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Rataoist Sage Shakir, and finally Haravatat Sage Rusht.
Nice to meet you all.
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak. He's always talking about you two.
Of course! No true hero.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people have taken temporary refuge at Caravan Rebot. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. For Nos.
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't... That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? I wonder he ran off to research in the...
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul. Irminsul is vital, not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the...
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is complete?
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility exists.
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's all right, I'd like to talk with you about...
Of course! But even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term...
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than...
Sages. General Mahamatra. Sorry to interrupt.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us, but was subdued.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to...
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you. I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile,
get back soon.
Take care of yourself.
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's...
So this is our mental...
I'm going to gut you all!
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort of war?
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead? Didn't you just say that we can't go beyond this point?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far, but if you continue forward, delusions will start However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones who brought back news from further afield.
Sino, do you remember the class I taught on dissecting ley line blossom?
I do, Professor. I received full marks in that.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, been a while since we worked on a project together.
Sure has. Well,
Anything we can do to help?
will you need my help?
All right, well, don't go too far.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental The damage it suffered internally will What is it? He thought of... Really?
Whew. Glad to see.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for you.
Well, this is a nice surprise. I'm unsure feels better with everyone we know here.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving...
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it is not complete. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in
Devices? Oh,
Is that Shaka?
The Akasha
Akasha.
terminals?
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about...
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. He rarely forgets anything he's read. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and—
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha need a Gnosis to—
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle—
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization.
I agree.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, we have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to—
This leaves us just one thing to worry about. That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irmin's—
Huh. Well, luckily, the Traveler...
Really?
Wow, nice one,
What say our Amorta experts?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of— in which case, as long as a Pep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a form that the Archon can use.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with us. When she realizes the danger that Nahida is in, surely she won't turn a blind eye to it.
Either way, we're not exactly
Hey, it's better than having no option.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sum. There's no time to lose. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem, The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see a pep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. No matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together.
Huh. Is that from King of Invocation?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give everyone a copy of King of Invocations and the sequel. Come on.
Tighnari has brought me up to speed. I approve it, but we can't proceed with everything right away. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon. Let's run.
No problem.
Words can't express.
All right, let's get going. If Paimon remembers
Traveler, Paimon.
Kakale.
Well, Master Tighnari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. But ever since I had that dream, I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't take it all in. So,
Paimon knows but fear not. Everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Sumeru chapter. It's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. You see? Being the greatest guide, Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about.
This is perfect.
Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. Paimon, the spare copy was originally meant for the Traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day he might not need a guide anymore, so she wanted to have a gift for him. In case we ever part, but it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together.
Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. Anyway, that was all.
See ya! All right, time to bring the Hida to see a pep. Let's... Hey, here's a thought. If we brought Nouvelle along, do you think he could help us persuade a pep to help? Actually, never mind. In a pep size, Nouvelle's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling. The ley lines are in disarray. Something has gone wrong. Even from a great distance away, I can sense that Sumeru is headed for you who took our home from us. Prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion.
This isn't a joke, Pep! The Heat is in grave danger!
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Boer my assistance? Be not mistaken. The fate of Sumeru is of no concern to me. I am neither the god of... I may have given my tacit agreement as your kind built homes here, and multiplied for generation upon generation. Tiny Boer, puny humans. In my eyes, all of you are but intruders who followed in the wake of the heavenly principles. I am not obliged to be your savior.
Apep, if you truly despise gods and humans so well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, Shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance this?
Now that is a compelling reason. When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, it was Boer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it, oh tiny Boer, puny humans.
Whoa! It's happening again! We're gonna get sucked in!
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. But I should warn you. Boer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved. Spare me your words of gratitude. You may also spare me your feigned concern. A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing tiny Boer with a morsel of my life force shall have little consequence.
Oh, good to hear.
Ever held in high favor, I see. The compliment was sincere. Simply... I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Tavad, to dragonkind. Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form of elemental energy. The heavenly principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Heavenly principles, God of gods. It makes me sick. The enmity between your kind and mine can never be... As things stand today, holding a grudge... But there will come a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter how long we must wait. I can already sense that far away from here, the Hydro Dragon has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurpers. Though we have yet to meet, I know that we are both preparing for our revenge day and night.
Uh-huh.
I hear a great disturbance out there.
Huh? What is it?
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. Another calamity approaches. You both seem restless. Boer is safe with me. Once she has recovered, I shall return her to you.
Oh, thanks again.
I told you already I have no need.
Nahida, you're awake.
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she awoke for a brief moment, but she has now lost consciousness again. Take it. We shall talk more.
C'est vrai la statue des 7 à l'envers là.
Where the heck are we? Did you just dump us in the middle of nowhere?
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages.
Yes, Mahamatra Sign.
Sino! What's going on?
You're back. How is the Dendro Archon?
What a relief.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Silence. Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant...
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway?
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here.
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still. My master, I am sorry that I couldn't...
Lilipar. Yeah, we once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can...
Well, be careful. You mean,
there are other dangers in Gurabad?
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebod, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly, to call it a coincidence...
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since... Ah!
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred, but...
You should get going. We'll take care of things here.
D'accord. Bah on se casse, t'as pas besoin de nous.
You too.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
Mais c'est qui lui, c'est notre daronne? Bon, elle est bien cette équipe là s'il y a un combat.
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurabad! Looks like Alhazen was right! Let's get inside and see what's going on!
No more lies.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec...
For the everlasting forest. It all adds up.
J'arrivais pas à activer les trucs. C'est quoi, je vais organiser l'équipe. Je vais prendre une team moins compliquée à jouer. Larissa, Mofrika, Shilonen, Yansan.
All right, after you.
Pas plus simple. C'est quoi ça?
They just keep coming! How many of these are there? We'll never take them all round! Let's just head further inside for now! Let's move!
Controlled breathing. Headbutt. It's justice o'clock. Yeah! Look out below. It's justice o'clock. Yeah!
Mais il n'a plus.
Target spotted. All units at the ready.
The Patui! They must be using this place as a stronghold! Are they the ones behind all
echoes of the valley!
Light up the blazing...
Fighting Jin with one hand and Fatui with the other? This is pure chaos!
Charge!
Yeah!
Charge!
Yeah!
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Let the mountain's veins boil! Controlled breathing.
Start the antenna! Grant me strength! It's justice o'clock!
Moi je veux juste me battre.
Light up the blazing sun! Rev the...
Yeah! Look out below! Hi! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Got ourselves a straggler. Quick as a flash! On my mark! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Breath from the sky!
Bring it! Letting brave names echo!
Yeah! Hi! Yeah! Hurry up, Brassa! Headbutt!
Faster! Stronger!
Let's look! Hi!
Moi c'est par là qu'il faut que j'aille.
Do you see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurabad and setting all those dangerous Jin free!
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route! Stop him at all costs!
Careful! They're back again!
Light up the blazing sun!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Quick as a flash! Start the success! Nice one, Traveler! Let's keep going!
Pyroclastic surge!
Headbutt! Look out below! Hi! Yeah! Yeah! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Histoire de double.
Hero incoming!
Breath from the sky! Try and stop me!
Ugh, how annoying! Letting brave names echo!
Headbutt! Running late again! Hero incoming! This hunk of junk's gone kaput! Now we can finally...
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did.
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with...
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Oh, this guy is so... However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking... Let's get him! Traveler, what's wrong?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool, even as you...
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation? I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of...
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises. I've been following your adventures with great admiration.
What do you mean, admiration?
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close...
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would... Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
3 moons?
So you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry, but there are things that do not end with his departure. We must... Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to...
Ugh.
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned... It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. These degenerate rulers lost control over their...
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7, who wield authority over the world, will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of...
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never... I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you... It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal themselves.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall him while I... Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you...
All units, stop them!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! You definitely know something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick!
Rear guard to the front! Don't let them through!
Get that thing in position!
Hold on! Just a little longer! Burn it down! Wrath from the sky! Controlled breathing! Start them!
We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him!
Ah, je peux pas passer par là.
Found him!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain! What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch. Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, where to chat with you. You, meanwhile, know but not to worry. This is only our first meeting.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore?
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their... When any set of rules, neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were... Goodbye, traveler.
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures. I'm sorry.
Sino and his team are guarding the north.
There's so many. Don't fret. I am well prepared for this.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own. Plumpy! Off you go, Plumpy! Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000 more. 20,000 more. 100,000 more. Final.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and... Plumpy! Don't you Jin have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation. You wanna play rough? Two can play...
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful.
Yes, Master. What happened? How did I pass out? Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Fighting side by side? I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Please stop.
Can't see?
Just like we rehearsed. Go!
I'll uproot you!
There's too many. I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle. Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts.
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call.
They've breached our defenses in the south.
We're hemmed in.
Il y avait Nilo
This
derrière.
is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot smaller.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news. Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I will...
But Master! Even with...
This is not a discuss...
Wait! You can't pin all your hopes on me? Great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the carrot.
Need any help?
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is over.
I don't care. Whoever you are.
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here. I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat after me.
Watch out! Jin incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion. What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen you.
That's... But how
Do you know what Kale is...
Merde.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers. But is Kale an avid historian?
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although... no.
Clearly the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a
Really? I am... Don't stay away! Don't stop!
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it.
Kale.
Any luck?
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like...
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
Hey, Ben.
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there. This should be the right mechanism. There we go. Come on, let's leave this place.
Oh, c'est trop cool de la revoir. Oh. Faut se barrer.
Try and stop me.
Bon, c'est facile de fuir avec les personnes de clan.
Those Fatui sure made themselves scarce. It's like they were never here.
The Fatui? They came to the desert?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time.
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about...
Of course not! We're super duper best friends!
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what brings you to Gurabad?
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot.
Oh, that bottle?
Yeah! We need her power to calm the Jinn. Here's hoping we actually manage to find her. Let's see. Shushup, aha! Found her!
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity stirring. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any... I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land. Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoke. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea.
Child's play. I shall quell the...
Thank you, Lilu.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
The sandstorm's gone. The sun. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked. Well, there shouldn't be any more gin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure.
Du coup, on ramène tout le monde.
The storms have stopped. We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup.
Il fait noir là. Pourquoi?
Bring it.
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little... Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, the scale of this project is enormous.
You're back. Everything all right? And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kaveh, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved? What did you...
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we...
Wow. Thanks for being there to...
So... This mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something we...
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers well deduced. Our commander that...
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind...
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful, should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the temple?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. building a new system from scratch is out of the question.
C'est bien ce truc-là qu'ils
So
ajoutent
our
plein de
only
trucs
option is to modify the Akasha
pour
using
nous rafraîchir la
certain
mémoire.
resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, according to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans, working together. It was a miracle. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon, do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a...
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nod Cry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fout là?
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's border. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a...
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru...
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you...
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict, but that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deep. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed...
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person...
In that case...
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angel's demise, I have found myself missing those days on more. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone... If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the thing. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you? I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The one...
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss!
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen...
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long.
Bon, j'imagine qu'il y a encore beaucoup de dialogue. Je vais aller
Sorry,
faire pipi.
hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
Alors...
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the
La quête, elle a l'air
mausoleum
giga longue,
houses
en vrai.
something called Aru's Shoot, which can be used to establish.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without...
Ventriloquism. I have
Okay,
heard
okay.
tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head. You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but,
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep! And she's also an amazing sculptor!
You could say she's a real creative type.
well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews...
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal. Just relax and be yourselves.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few...
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by...
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed,
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, I'll get Kale. Are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could... The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard... I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, Anyway... So, you're...
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What? Fascinating.
L'Olipar s'est introduit ici.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the goddess of flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the eternal oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the goddess...
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's...
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tynar.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the goddess of...
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even the mother of dreams, lord of flowers and oases, she must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that...
We won't let our efforts go to waste, but I still don't understand. Why...
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the...
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a...
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your thing.
Oh ja, Faruzan.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor.
Oh, I don't know.
Honestly, even though Ksharoar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Ksharoar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar.
Oh, well, if you insist,
Whoa. Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet.
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Faruzan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment.
You called? What is it, young...
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually...
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone...
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the head... I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't...
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for...
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going...
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That...
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry.
Just call me Nicole.
What? Oh, no. That would...
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to... In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation...
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you... Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation.
D'accord. Oh, Lilo.
Oh, so many books. More than I could ever, but I've learned a lot that the textbooks could never teach me. I never...
J'adore Lilo.
Good to finally meet you in the flesh. It's a little surreal seeing you here after exchanging letters for so long. In my head, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets didn't look so young.
Sounds like you have some history then?
Any budding mercenary group needs a steady supply of intel. They, in turn, can prove an exceptional source of the same. The Curatorium of Secrets is happy to cooperate with friends from all over the world. If you're interested...
Can't say no to a solid partnership, especially out here in the desert. Having intel can mean the difference between life and death, but cooperation's built on mutual trust, and there isn't much contact between the desert and Nodcry. So, I'm guessing you reached out to Jet first, Miss Nefer? What's behind your interest in the desert? Nostalgia? Or is there someone you're looking...
I like your style, Flame Mane. Actually, I had this same discussion with Jet before we started working together. To be clear, I have no intention of using you for any ulterior motives. And were that to change, I wouldn't drag outsiders into a conflict that doesn't concern them. There's no point in doing certain things if you don't do them yourself.
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk. Huh. It's like...
you sure that's a compliment?
Absolutely.
I'll take it. Perhaps we can discuss...
Sure. I love working with no-nonsense people. And you certainly...
As do I.
Il y a Jet qui vient avec nous.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a...
Oh, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping... Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Croco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the... I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you...
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly his...
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Croco, and I all have the same But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get... Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world...
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academy. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story.
All right, stop arguing, Croco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found...
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted, then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question. It's the answer to all three. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. You once described King Deshret as a proud man.
Time. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love.
Ils ont disparu. Ils sont libres.
This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long, long time. You have my sincere...
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves?
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the former Spantamat sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal...
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must...
General Mahamatra.
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instinct.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons.
You can help us make history, too.
A smooth talker.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can
unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be... Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall...
Since you ask so nicely...
Naturally what? Are you for?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this...
We are sure. Before...
If your minds are made up, very well. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu, once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret.
Saint Binu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shezbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time.
Ok, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C'est qui le dernier du coup?
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and...
Aru is the pride of Al-Akmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope...
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Akmar, a god without his people, shall cease to exist, and King Deshret...
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Arc.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any...
I ask the 3 kings. Can any of you vouch for the truth?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Herreshoff, you diabolical
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision.
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shez...
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our... Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden... To take this step is to...
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate by the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will.
What's this? Are we under attack? No.
Here you are, through the sands of time.
Father. Father.
It's Chet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown, strong as a wild beast.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this.
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is... Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care.
Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to...
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally...
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for...
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems
we three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless...
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept...
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this happen?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by...
Amazing.
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities...
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them.
Ok. Bon, je vais m'arrêter là parce que voilà. Ça va durer 8000 ans. Hop. Hein? Mais il manque des trucs sur la map. Je peux pas me barrer. Voilà qui est... Je vais aller voir l'écho peinturé, ça dure pas longtemps ça, normalement.
So nice and warm. Nothing like the warm side, Astra. Thank you for completing today's...
Voilà. Ah, je débloquais celui de Raiden, mais je l'ai pas fait. Nomade, je l'ai, je peux le faire aussi en vrai.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Hey there! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Ah! Fire! Well, with feeling lucky.
Rain cutter.
Feeling lucky? Tap! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Attack! That's the way. Feeling lucky? Tap! Hiya! Hey there!
Witness the power of...
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya! Tap! Umbrella warfare, I guess. A proper send-off from the Stino.
No, my sword!
Feeling lucky? Tap!
J'aurais jamais de quoi le tuer. Comment voulez-vous que je le tue?
This one's got your name on it.
Let me weave you a verse.
A proper send-off from the Cena with love. Tap, coming at you. Feeling lucky? Hiya! Tap.
C'est dur en vrai.
Rain outlines your fate.
Feeling lucky?
Time to act.
This one's got your name on it. Fire! Well,
Witness the power of good.
hiya! Feeling lucky? Ha! This one's got your name on it. Hiya! Ha-ha! This one's got your name on it. Fire! Well, with...
Let me weave you a...
Feeling lucky?
Oh, c'est chiant. Faut que j'arrive à battre 9,5. Je pense qu'il me le faut.
No, my sword. This one's got your name on it.
Rain outlines your...
Feeling lucky? Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Attack!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. A proper send-off from the...
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let...
This one's got your name on
Oh
it.
putain, j'ai pas les dégâts. Pourtant j'ai bien fait le truc. Oh, fais chier, j'ai pas les dégâts, j'ai pas les dégâts. Je pourrais pas le tuer.
Body in the... Witness the power.
This one's got your name on it. Haha! Feeling lucky? Ha! This one's got your name on it. Haha!
Rain outlines your...
A proper send-off from the Stina with love. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Ring cutter.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Attack!
defines your fate. Let me.
Watch out! Hiya! Proper send up! From the speed
J'aurai pas le temps. C'est trop dur.
Feeling lucky?
En plus, lui, ses CD sont trop élevés. J'arriverai pas. Chier. Mais donne-moi un 4 étoiles par pitié. Quand même. C'est qui? Razor. C'est le dernier je crois Razor. Ah presque. On peut pas changer. C'est pareil là, j'avais pas réussi. Bon, ça fait chier qu'il mette des trucs aussi durs. T'es obligé d'avoir le perso build parfaitement. Avec les meilleures reliques, les meilleures... les constellations limite. Chiant. C'est pas ça. C'est quoi ça? D'accord.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Ouais, j'ai tout fait. Oh. Au moment de la recharge d'énergie, si le personnage équipé de l'artefact a terminé son devoir de la sorcière et a utilisé une compétence élémentaire, il obtient l'effet guidance dans la lumière, accorde un bonus de dégâts élémentaires, de dégâts de l'élément du personnage équipé de l'artefact. L'effet accéléré. Ah ouais. Augmente l'attaque. Il y aura une autre bénédiction. Supraconduction. Si supraconduction, conduction, c'est vraiment fort. Ça peut peut-être redonner une carrière à Yaka.
Rev the engines.
Mais il y a un coffre. Attends quoi? Il est où le donjon? Il est là. Non, ils l'ont rajouté, c'est pas possible. J'ai fait le tour avec le détecteur de trésors et tout. Cette zone-là n'existait pas. C'est pas possible.
Light of the blazing sun. Hero incoming. Headbutt. It's justice o'clock.
Are these edible?
J'avais fait tout le tour du village, c'est sûr. Bon. Du coup, je vais regarder. Attendez. Est-ce que Game 8 est à jour? On va regarder sur Game 8. Ça a pas l'air. Il est toujours en compo gel. Ils mettent Furina avec, mais ils mettent plus Yilan, c'est marrant. Moi je voulais faire Ayaka, Yilan, Furina, Escoffier. Je vais regarder vite fait. Ah, mais déjà, il a l'arme de Navia. Putain, la dernière seconde, ça s'est joué lui pour avoir le toclit dégâclit. Je pense que si je veux arriver à faire l'éco peinturé, il faut que j'améliore ma navio. Non mais il réussit tellement simplement. Et j'ai l'impression qu'il a moins de CD que moi. J'ai l'impression qu'il a tout le temps son E. Quasiment. Moi il a fini, il reste 42 secondes au boss. Non là il monte ses stats. Je vais regarder les stats de mon avion. Ouf, oui. C'est vrai. Donc lui ses stats en attaque. Ah, il a plus d'attaque que moi. Il a plus d'attaque. Attends. Ouais, si. J'en regardais même pas le bout, j'en regardais les PV. Ouais, il a plus 1005 d'attaque. J'ai que plus 1000. Mais attends, même son attaque de base, elle est plus élevée que la mienne. Comment ça se fait? Niveau 90 pourtant, c'est un avion. Pourquoi lui il a 1026 d'attaque et moi j'ai 893? Ça c'est les stats de base du perso, à moins qu'il ait des constelles. Attends. Kenshin. Non, je vois pas. Je vois pas pourquoi lui il a plus d'attaque de base que moi. Parce que ça c'est les stats du personnage. Ça c'est les bonus. Avec les artefacts. Bref. Donc il a plus d'attaque, il a plus d'autocrit, mais il a moins de dégâts crit. Il a moins de recharge d'énergie. Donc quoi, ce qui me manque cruellement en fin de compte c'est les tocrit. C'est ça qu'il y a. Je vais voir ce qui monte après. Oh, il a un truc bonus de dégâts géo. Comme moi sûrement. Ouais. Après qu'est-ce qu'il va montrer? L'arme. Bah il a l'arme d'un avion. Putain, il a vraiment des bonnes reliques. Hein. C'est que c'est couilles. Non, il a ses 0. 10, 10, 10 par contre. Mais je comprends pas. Après c'est peut-être l'effet de l'arme de Navia. Le truc c'est que j'ai rien de mieux à lui mettre. Bon après ça donne beaucoup de dégâts crit. Donc je peux éventuellement... Bah j'ai dit un truc to crit. Merde. Putain là j'ai une bonne relique pourtant. J'ai que 7 d'autocrit. Oh la vache. Là, j'ai pas de taux crit, donc c'est mort. Puis ça, c'est bien. Ah oui. Ah oui, j'ai eu des succès aussi. C'est qu'en lien avec la quête. Puis j'ai eu des succès de combat aussi. Avec le boss. Nouvelle lettre utilise, c'est les légendes locales.
Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So...
Hop, c'est tout pour Genshin, hein, pour aujourd'hui. De toute façon, on continuera demain après-midi sûrement. Voilà, je pense que ce sera bien. Tac. Donc, bah, je vous mets le lien YouTube pour avoir accès aux rediffusions de live et aux shorts. Et je vous mets également le lien du Twitter pour être averti des lives. Voilà. Sur ce, merci à tous d'être passés. Je vous souhaite une bonne journée, un bon appétit. Et je vous dis à demain. Demain normalement. Demain à midi. Je pense que ce sera bien. Demain, plus vers 13h. 13h30. Je prendrai le stream, on continuera Genshin. Mais je sais pas, j'ai plus trop de hype là sur Genshin. Notre raid c'était génial. Et là ils ont, je sais pas, on n'est plus à notre raid, on fait plus rien. C'est devenu vide, ils remettent même pas de nouvelles régions à notre raid. Alors qu'on a eu la map de base de notre raid, une extension, c'est tout. Je sais pas s'il y a que moi qui est un peu genre... Genre là la quête est cool en vrai, elle est quand même cool à suivre. Mais après... Je crois que ça va retourner faire de l'univers parallèle et puis des runs garde-monnaie même si on n'a plus rien à gagner. C'est vraiment... Je sais pas. Il n'y a plus de hype sur Genshin. Il y a toujours un moment creux comme ça. Les persos me font pas rêver. En vrai, Nicole, je m'en fous. Je voudrais Prune. L'avoir une fois en un exemplaire. Et encore, je la veux. Je la jouerai pas. C'est juste pour dire de l'avoir, quoi, d'avoir tous les 4 étoiles. Donc en vrai, m'en fous. J'ai une team d'Atlan, j'ai une team d'Outcry. Je pense en vrai, faut que j'économise, puis je me ferai une team Schneider. Parce que là, il y a rien de bien terrible, hein, en vrai. Faudrait que j'améliore les persos que j'ai. Parce qu'ils sont pas buffs. Alors, du coup, les vieux persos, ça vaut pas le coup de les... d'investir dessus, quoi. Ça me fait chier de pull Loen alors que j'ai Ayaka. Après, avoir le gameplay, s'il est bien ou pas. Je sais pas comment il se joue, comment... ses compétences, tout ça, donc on verra quand il sortira. Mais... ouais. Le truc c'est que j'ai déjà un DPS Cryo, ça me fait chier d'en avoir un. J'ai un DPS Cryo, un DPS Anemo mais je le joue pas. Nomade. J'ai un DPS Géo, j'en ai même deux. J'ai un DPS Dendro. J'ai pas de DPS Pyro. Et y a quoi d'autre? Et j'ai pas non plus de DPS Hydro. Mais bon, ça c'est pas... Mais Pyro, ouais, j'ai pas beaucoup de... même support, tout ça. Ah si, j'ai un DPS Pyro, j'ai ma Wicca. Mais c'est parce que je le joue en sub DPS avec... avec Varessa. Je pense que si je veux les éco-peinturer, il faut que j'améliore ma Navia. Et... il faut plus d'autocrit, il faudrait que j'ai au moins 30 d'autocrit en plus. Pour choper les 100% quasiment, puis faire des gros dégâts. Parce que là, je suis sûr que ce qui me coûte, c'est que je dois pas avoir... je dois pas crit, simplement. En même temps, avec 66%, ça fait 34% de chance où il n'y a pas de crit. C'est énorme. Déjà, avec la chance que j'ai, même si j'ai 99,9% de crit, il y aura beaucoup de coups qui vont pas crit. Bon allez, tac. Je remets les liens. Et je vous dis à demain. Allez, ciao ciao.